this is a video which I always wanted to make. I always thought it was a really funny concept, and it is, you do not have to finish your plate of food. And I'll tell you why we do it. It's because we are 21st century people, and we've been brought up being told, finish the food on your plate, otherwise you won't get the more food, you won't get the dessert. Do you say, cheers man, love you. But anyway, think about that concept though. So you get told to overconsume food, otherwise you will not get the good food to overconsume even more food. And then you wonder why 60% obesity rate in this country is an actual thing. Bang. I'm not saying blame the mothers, but I'm just saying, why are they shoving more food in our face when we're not flipping hungry for more food? Do you know what I mean? But once again, it's just a culture we're brought up with, and I think every culture is exactly the same. It's a culture full of overfeeders, and it does develop really poor eating habits amongst everyone, right? So, so being told to overconsume food in order to get more delicious food, it's just an absolute bizarre concept in my head. So things that we have to do, obviously, besides teach your children not to flip in stuff to their faces and they just forget like that. What we have to do is we have to eat slower and just have a massive awareness of the foods that we're eating and how they're making us feel. Because I can guarantee you that if you didn't eat so fast, you would not feel half as full. You'd feel a lot fuller by the time you got to the end of the meal. Just being away, like chewing, sitting down, reading, having a conversation with someone, maybe doing emails while you're eating, just putting the right fork down every time is a massive plus to controlling the amount of calories that you're consuming. Don't eat in front of the TV because you could just keep pinging and pinging and pinging it. But you can do things that distract you, which are like physical, like things which are writing or reading, where it takes a lot of stimulus, a lot of concentration. You mindlessly watch a TV, it doesn't work the same way. If you're having a conversation with someone, you can't have your mouth full of crap every time. Go blah 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 blah. Eat to 80% full, 85% full potentially. You don't have to eat till you're bursting, but you know when you're full enough that you don't need any more food and it can satisfy you for a few hours. And if your goal is fat loss, which the majority of the people in this group is, you've got to really consider not eating so much. You don't have to eat till you're 80% full. You get to that comfortable level of full, you're good to stop. You are good to stop. Another thing is, and it's a bit of a weird one because of work situations and stuff like that, hunger isn't an emergency, right? Hunger is not an emergency. Your body just eating away. Just think of hunger as your body is eating away fat deposits, because if you start thinking of it that way, you are going to lose a lot more weight a lot quicker. Just because it's 1 p.m. and it's lunchtime doesn't mean you have to have your lunch, especially if it's like a shit lunch which you don't enjoy. What's the point? Just wait a bit, have a bit more food later that you will actually do enjoy. You don't have to eat at the set times, especially if you are not hungry. 1 o'clock comes and you're not hungry. If you're ravishing hungry, crack on, eat your food, enjoy it, happy days. But if you're not hungry, you do not have to eat at these set times. There's no set times that you have to eat. It's just beneficial just to get the right nutrients in, the right quantities. Don't overconsume calories, and I hope that helps.